Hello, I am Dr. Thompson, Akwo, Ntuba, international physician and minister. And I want to speak to you today a little bit on what God is saying and has put in my heart to speak to you. First of all, we should come to that place where we understand that nobody has control of this world. Nobody has control of the world. And we should also understand that God has already prepared us for what is happening. So, the war and all of those things that we are talking about, our hearts are afraid and people are running helter-skelter. Our spirituality should be able to help us cope with some of the troublesome times, the perilous times that we are dealing with. There is war in Syria, in other parts of the world, not only Ukraine, and people are dying. And that's why they say that all lives matter, not only the lives of Ukrainians, not only the lives of Syrians, not only black lives, white lives matter, blue lives matter, green lives matter, all lives matter. Mankind is in possession of weapons of mass destruction. That is why Putin is actually talking about and threatening the world and threatening people who are interested to defend the Ukrainians. They are people who at the level of the World Health Organization are saying that they are not want to talk about the politics of what's going on, but they want the corridors to be open for humanitarian assistance to pass through, to get into Ukraine and help the Ukrainians. There are also those who are helping Ukrainians who have fled to Poland and other neighboring countries. That is very good. There is a lot of medical humanitarian work, food, water, shelter, and clothing that is needed today. There are also those who are fake and are setting up all types of fake accounts for people to contribute money. So you also need to know who you are giving your money in the name of relief for Ukraine. I want to make it very, very clear that the Bible says that we should put our swords in the plowshares. This is the time for people to understand that it is not a superpower. There is no country in the world called a superpower. Just like Russia has proven that any country with nuclear weapons can claim the status of a superpower and threaten other countries, and they will be silent because they are afraid of a third world war, a fourth world war, or people killing their residents and citizens with nuclear weapons. But to those of you who like invading sovereign nations and will not sit back because we are super this and we are the number one and this fight is not actually a fight against you. It's a fight against God's people. And they are Russians, they are Ukrainians, they are Slavs who are being slaughtered, in that region because of you. And this is the time for people to humble themselves and seek the face of God. It makes no sense what is happening. But a lot of it is based on pride and prejudice and people wanting this thing of, we can do whatever we want. So we go to whichever country that we want, irrespective of what that people are saying. They don't want war, but we have the power. We are going to do whatever we want. We are going to go to the country and we are going to take out the president. And most of the times, those wars don't even go according to plan. That's why they create spirals of wars, insurgents, and all other types of problems which have brought tears, pains to children, the vulnerable, women, pregnant, hospitals are bombed. We have history of that happening in the Middle East and all other parts of the world. So it's time for the people who like invading other countries to take a step back and try to look at what's the need for all of this. There are nations that have nukes. They have weapons of mass destruction all over the place now, and others are watching. Let me ask you, did your invasion become a precedent for other invasions? Is your present invasion going to be a precedent for other nations to be invaded? Ask yourself, this is not time for the pride of we are these and we own the super well or the southern well or the northern well. You see, these wars are beginning to prove that mankind has no superpower anywhere, because you just need one crooked nation with nukes to threaten the world like people are doing. So when you disrespect the request and the orders of the United Nations, when you compromise the International Criminal Court at The Hague, you cannot talk about taking other people to The Hague when you yourself are victims. When you yourself you have been accused for weapons, of crimes of war that your invasion did in other places. So I am just saying that one invasion in a country will become a precedent for other invasions to happen. And God is asking for the peacemakers to arise, because the Bible says, blessed are the peacemakers. You see, when we continue to believe that we are superior to other people, then we don't listen to them. When we don't listen to their complaints, we don't listen to their own fears, their security issues, and